Man, before you use your GI Bill, let me tell you what you should try to apply for and get approved on first. Alright? But you two just got the deal, man. It's one on the Pappy. And we are back with another video. So the benefit is called VRNE, and that stands for Veteran Readiness and Employment, right? And so what that is, man, it's an employment program, right, for veterans. And all you gotta do is be at least, I don't need a haircut. It's coming tomorrow though. You have to be at least 10% disabled, right? So that'll be 99% of y'all, right? And you go on the VA website and you apply for it. So they're supposed to help you get a job, okay? But with that, let's just say you want to go into IT or cybersecurity, but your career field was in, your military career was security forces, like mine was. So with you trying to pivot and go into IT, you have to get some certifications and get a degree possibly, and VRNE will pay for it. Now, with that, just because you are a veteran does not mean you automatically will get approved for it, bro. It's really for people that's having a hard time getting a job because they are disabled. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, your disabilities have to prove that that's hindering you from getting a job, basically, in short terms. So, I had my appointment this morning. I ate this morning, and I see a lot of people trying to tell y'all to not necessarily like lie, but sell it. That's what I see. But in my opinion, you don't have to lie, bro. Just be honest. Just be honest. But before you go into this meeting, you have to understand that this is an employment program, not an education program. And I see a lot of people go into this meeting and they don't get approved because they get it confused on what the program is actually about. All right. This is very different from your GI Bill. Your GI Bill is strictly about education. The VRNE is not. It's an employment program. So once you know what I'm saying, understand that, then you'll have a better understanding of how to talk to your counselor. Now, this process is not a like that type process. It's gonna take a little minute. So once you go on the VA website and apply, you're gonna have like a big Zoom call type meeting. That's gonna be your initial meeting. Now, after that, you will get assigned your counselor. And once you get assigned your counselor and y'all have y'all initial meeting, that's when you're going to see if, you get approved or not. Now, in this one-on-one meeting with the counselor, y'all gonna go over your VA disability stuff, and you're gonna have to submit a resume, right? So if you got military history, you have a resume, right? So what she's going to ask you, she's going to like compare what you did on your resume and how your disability affected that job, right? So a part of my disability is I got very bad feet. I'm flat-footed, my back and my shoulder. So she's going to ask you, or he or she is going to ask you, how did your feet affect this job that's on your resume? How did this disability affect this job on your resume? And how did this disability affect and so forth? You know what I'm saying? It all depends on who your counselor is, bro. That's gonna play a major role too on who your counselor is, because some people are very, very strict, you know. With me being Air Force, my counselor was Air Force, so we already had like a common denominator. Okay, so just go in and talk and share your story, share your experience, and just be honest, bro. Just be honest. Now, listen, if you currently have a job and you trying to use VRNE, it may be a little difficult for you to try to get this program approved. Okay, it may be a little difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible or that it won't work, but they're going to look at you, look at your situation, look at your disability, and be like, why are you trying to use this program? And your disabilities are not stopping you from getting a job. Why do you need us? That's what they're gonna ask you. So I'm not saying don't go in without a job, but just be prepared to answer that question. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, you should be straight. I'm not finna tell you what to say or how to say it or X, Y, and Z. It all depends on your story, because everybody's story is gonna be different. It's gonna depend on your disability. Everybody's disability is different, and shit, and what your resume say. But it's not impossible to get approved. You just have to understand that this is not an education program. This is an employment program. Okay? So other than that, man, that's really all I got. So before you use the GI Bill, try to get approved for VRNE, because that's just how you do get approved, right? You're gonna have to come up with 3 to 4 schools that you want to go to, and write down 3 or 4 jobs that you want to go to that may require some type of certification or degree, and the VRNE will pay for it. Okay, they'll pay for it. So, and then after you get your degree or your certifications, then they'll help you with finding employment. I haven't got employment yet because I just started. This all happened this morning at the time of this video. So I just had to come on here and tell y'all, before you try to use your GI Bill and use all that up, use your VRNE, will apply for it, get it approved, let them pay for it for however many years, get your bachelor's, and then backdoor and use your master's, or use your GI Bill for your master's. And do it like that. Do it like that. All right. So go to va.gov. I'm not sure where it's at on the website, but type in the search bar, and yeah, apply for it. Wait for them to get back to you. Like I said, it's not a quick process. It's what's this, April? I want to say I applied the last week of February, and now is April. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm just not getting approved. So yeah, about a month and some change probably, but it could be faster, but it also could be longer too. All right. So yeah, do what you will with this information. Just gotta put y'all on game for the veterans. If you active duty, I don't think this concerns you. Yeah, I don't think this concerns you. So, this for my veterans right here. So, go do that. Go get approved, and I'll catch y'all next one. Hit that like button for me, and I'm out.